Hey guys, and today this will be the most expensive product me and Dave have ever reviewed. It is a HP EliteBook 8530p 15.6 inch screen with a dual core Intel Core 2.0 processor clocked above 2 gigahertz, also 4 gigs of RAM, and a 320 gig 7200 RPM drive. So we'll be checking this out today, running some benchmarks. Well, I think just one or two. We'll also be comparing it against a 2-year-old laptop. Now that may seem a little unfair in the fact that it's a 2-year-old laptop, but when I bought my Lenovo T61P, it was the highest end notebook you could buy. So we'll be comparing that. Anyways, guys, we'll be checking this out in the next 5 minutes or so. Definitely check this out, and hope you enjoy. So, as I said, this is the most expensive product we have ever reviewed. Now, Dave, how much does this thing cost?
Well, Danny, from HP's Canadian website, this product has an MSRP of $2,600.
Wow.
This one is a bit higher spec than that, though, so you're looking probably about $2,800-ish?
Even more.
Canadian dollars, keep that in mind.
Canadian dollars. Don't put comments in saying, "Oh man, that's so freaking overpriced." I don't want to hear that shit. Alright? Anyways. So, what this thing has is a 2.5 gigahertz dual core. That is the 8000 series from Intel. The higher end series is the 9000 series. Now, the 8000 series has a huge cache. It's also very fast. My laptop comes, I think, with the year before generation. I forget what it's called, but we'll find out later. Anyways, and also it has a dedicated video card, like I said, and it's an ATI Radeon HD 3650, 256 megs of DDR, probably 3 RAM. But it gets the turbo cache that ATI has, and you can boost that memory up to 2 gigs if it needed it. Basically what it does is it uses your RAM. Now comes DDR2 memory in the laptop that is clocked at 800 megahertz, and it also has 4 gigs of it, dual channel, which is a lot. It's good for what this laptop is going to be used for, is a lot of VM. Lots of VM work and a lot of virtualization and things like that. So that is very good for this laptop.
So that would mean this processor supports virtualization technology then?
Yes, it does. It also supports XP in a window, which is a feature of Windows 7 Professional, what is on this machine right now. So that's another great thing too. It came with Windows 7 Professional. So I can run the XP in a window, I can run VMware, and things like that. It also has a 320 gigabyte hard drive. So that's basically the specs, and if you want to know system temps right now, I think they're a little off, but it's idling around 64 degrees, and the graphics card is sitting around 46 degrees, and we're just idling in Windows. I do got a couple things open, like I got 3D Marco 6 open. It's just idling, we haven't ran the test yet. So we're going to run the tests, 3D Marco 6, and I'll come back and give you the results. Alright, so now we got both laptops here. We got the HP EliteBook and the Lenovo ThinkPad.
Fun fact, though, I knew some IBM employees actually used to call the ThinkPads ThinkPads.
Alright, so just a quick recap about specs on both laptops. They are both, they both have dual-core processors. They both have 4 gigs of RAM. They both have dedicated video cards, both with 256 megs of RAM on each of them. One's an NVIDIA Quadro FX 5070M. The other one is a ATI Radeon M, 3650 with 256 megabytes of RAM. Now for processors, we got the P8700 at 2.5 gigahertz, and we got the Intel T8300 at 2.4 gigahertz, and they're both running Windows 7 Professional.
Well, that 5700 Quadro, that's equivalent to an 8600, isn't it?
More or less. It's a little bit slower just because it is not designed for gaming. It's more designed for rendering. But this was the highest end laptop when I bought it for workstation. So they are roughly about the same laptop, so I thought this would be a good comparison. Just so happened they were very similar. So we'll do that, and we'll show you it. Okay, so now I got the two laptops running 3D Mark 06. I did click the buttons at the exact same time, but weirdly enough, my laptop loaded faster, and it's actually the slower one out of the two. Might be just because I've ran 3D Mark 06 already on it, so I must have already had my system information cached. As you can see, the resolution is the default settings for 3D Mark 06. That's the whole, you're supposed to run, when you run a benchmark, you run at default settings. Alright? So it's not widescreen. I'm just going to go over some quick specs while this is running, because I totally forgot before when I introduced the laptop what it has. So basically on the laptop, it's got wireless, Bluetooth, it's got 4 USB ports, it's got gigabit Ethernet, it's got HDMI, eSATA. Now, it's also got actually a mini, it's another mini USB port on the side. It's got, I think, card reader, fingerprint reader, headphone, microphone jacks on the side. It's got everything, even a DVD burner with light scrub, so it's pretty cool. So they're both running. They're doing about almost the same FPS here, by the looks of it. When it's all over, I'll show you what the scores are. As you can see, it's not the smoothest because these aren't like crazy gaming computers, but you could play your average games on them. Like a benchmark is a real stress test to a computer. So, but we'll see. So, anyways. We'll be back with conclusion and the results. Okay. So, the HP and the Lenovo finished 3D Mark 06, and the HP scored 4,041 points. Now, would you like to know what the Lenovo score did?
I sure would, Danny.
Well, I could tell you that, but it's kind of disappointing news.
Well, I still want to hear it.
Okay. Lenovo got 4,449.
That's... what?
Yeah, it kind of scored better.
That's crazy.
I don't know how that was possible, but it did. Oh well. So, Lenovo won. That just goes to show I spent a shit ton of money and it's still paying off. Sweet. Anyways. But, back to the HP and... its unfortunate defeat by a little bit. Basically, what this turns out to be is you're going to get about the Lenovo will get maybe 5 to 10 frames better in games. That'd be basically the difference between the game being playable and not playable. That could be the difference between playing 30. So yeah. And also, but the thing is, HP I think actually looks a little bit nicer than the Lenovo, and the keyboard is kind of laid out a little bit better. Now, things like the FN key is not at the end of the keyboard here, like the Lenovo, it's actually between the Windows key and the control key. It's little things like that they did, and like touch sensitive buttons and things like that, which look really nice. And it doesn't have a gloss screen, which is awesome. So it looks better. It's really nicely built. It runs really cool and quiet. I know some laptops do not run quiet once they start getting loaded. Both these laptops, we did not hear them when we had them running 3D Mark 06.
So tell me about the service and support on these, which is why the price would be a lot higher.
Well, that would be why the price is a lot higher. Well, the Lenovo came with a great warranty. Both of these, you can spec them out with psychotic warranties that are like range you up to almost $500 and just for warranty. For mine, I bought a 3-year warranty that is just an extended depot warranty. For this, I think it comes with a 2-year depot warranty as well. But if you get higher end warranties, the thing about these, the warranties that are available from HP on these things are insane. You can get it to the point where HP or Lenovo will come to your door and personally pick up your broken laptop and replace it within like 2 to 3 days, which is awesome. So that's the difference between buying a regular laptop from Staples or Best Buy compared to buying a laptop straight from them, the highest end business laptops. So anyways, guys, that's the end of it. That's our review. Remember to subscribe and check out other videos, and definitely check out my Blur review.
Subscribe, guys. Do
Thanks.
it.